Good evening to my faithful viewers, to Mom. I've made it. I've got a web series now. A lot of my audience is telling me that I've become increasingly more and more disconnected with the youth audience and what it is that they want to hear, what it is that they want to talk about. So to rectify this, I'd figure that on today's show, we shed a spotlight on a young rising artist. Now, in a search, we came across Christian Eatman, a 20-year-old New York-based artist from, I hate to say it, Queens, New York. While Eatman's primary medium is film, he explores various forms in his work. Some of the forms that Eatman uses to explore are the spoken word. Now, when Eatman and I had our one-on-one, Eatman told me that he was a member of the 2011 Urban Word Slam team under the leadership of Mahogany L. Brown, Brittany Blue Bellinger, and Carvins Lassant. The team would go on to place second in the world in the Brave New Voices International Slam Competition in San Francisco that same year. With this initial letdown but ultimate blessing, we see the development of a, as his name suggests, young, hungry artist. In his recent work, in particular the project We Almost Drowned, Eatman makes use of this other medium to frame the work. Another medium that Eatman explores is music. This is a result of him coming from a very musical family, his mother being a singer in the choir, and his father being a bass player for that same choir. In an earlier piece, the film Dream Nightmare, Eatman uses original music as a soundtrack for the 5-minute piece. The inspiration for Eatman's work, much like the mediums he chooses to operate in, is also varied. The first artist that Eatman cites as an influence is the partner painter, Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat's paintings and their collage-like aesthetic are heavily influenced by novelist William Burroughs' cut-up technique. Similarly, in Eatman's work, the artist utilizes various, sometimes unrelated source material to create a narrative. Eatman's recent writing has been inspired by the recording artist... Guys, this can't be right. The recording artist Chance the Rapper. Eatman admires the artist's use of alliteration and polysyllabic rhyme scheming to tell a story. Finally, Eatman cites Quentin Tarantino as inspiration for his filmmaking. Now, when I heard this, I did this exact motion. Wow! A film student who's interested in Tarantino? That's a shocker. When I really took time to think about it and talk with the artist, he told me that it wasn't only the style of filmmaking, but the use of fragmented and non-linear storylines, also inspired by Tarantino's work. This young artist seeks to create a universe that his and only his films can live in through the use of recurring items, events, names, and characters. One of Eatman's future goals is to display his experiments in video art in a gallery setting. Lastly, Eatman's next stylistic challenge is to write and direct in the horror genre. So, I know you guys are sick of hearing from me right now. Without any further ado, or blah blah, Christian Eatman.
Alright, action.
Mama don't cook no more. She on some fly shit. And my brother's acting like some social whore. Girl, I met you at an open bar. You were a 90s baby with a token scar. Summer solstice, you know you are. My fly mommy in the coldest car. She listening to Nelly. Can't you smell these smelly smells smelling off the pump boots of Shelly? That's not my kid in her belly, eating jelly and peanut butter. We don't come up from them bums of summer. Dissed for Shaq shoes by foul brothers, but it was more by they sisters. Siblings of slit wrists, tripping and speaking Yiddish. We get rich. My daddy had 1,001 schemes to get rich, get a neck while sipping on some nectars from Nantucket. Gun is to bomb with helmets to bucket. Gun is to bomb with helmets to bucket. parachuting with a pair of shoes in the whole of Brooklyn screaming, fuck it, but show him mad love, kid.
When Kamani Gray adjusted his waistband on this corner in March, 2 undercover officers stepped up for a stop and frisk and ended up shooting him 7 times.
Gun claps across the streets from fly functions. Gun claps across the streets from fly functions. Low key, I stand out like a thumb on junction. I ain't a violinist while this kid is crumping to nothing but the sound of straggling strap hangers who suspiciously straggled in with a book bag that kept their parroting. Traveling on to Maryland, Jones Darren is a white girl I met through this Asian named Kara. I'm dodging King Kongs on barrels quick. Remember, girl, we used to be pals as kids, but now we respond foul and bitch. Fall fast at the end of it. If he's too repetitive, root canals and sedatives. If he ain't nice, nobody's selling them.
Root canals and sedatives. If he ain't nice, nobody's selling them.
Smoking peyote with settlers with better sensory than what the Helen Keller is. Looking at a bunch of white dudes with muskets and electric kits, and they all fronting like they Americans. Mama don't cook no more.